Hey YouTubers, today's Swamp Talk is called We're All Wounded. No matter what place in life you're born into, you're always going to have some wounds and some scars and things to deal with. I was watching a movie, it's always had a big impact on me, like Good Will Hunting did too. It's called Inside Moves. It was a relatively little known movie. It starred John Savage, who in my opinion is one of the best actors ever. Just great, awesome actor. And it's about this troubled person who has no way out, and he attempted suicide and failed, but he was wounded really bad. And from that wound, he rediscovered life. You know, he was in a period of so much despair, and he survived that horrible attempt, and he found a little job. He was hobbling, he was wounded, he had mobility issues, and he found a little bar that he got a job at as a bartender. And it was in a poorer section of town, and most of the clients were wounded people like himself, whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually. Like that's what I said, we're all wounded in some way. Some it's physically, some it's mentally, some it's spiritually, but we're all wounded. And the only way to make life better is finding a way to deal with our wounds. And in some ways accept our wounds and move on. In some ways overcome our wounds and become a better person. But the movie was really neat how it put all these people here, everybody, all of them, like most of us, were all wounded, but they banded together and they were like soulmates by the end of the movie. And I don't know, for some reason that movie's always stuck with me. It might be just because of the acting of John Savage, because like I said, he's an amazing actor. But it was never really wasn't a moneymaker or anything like that, a little known movie, but I've always liked it, always enjoyed it. It's always been something that was impactful for me. And I think about that, all the scars we have. Some people have a lot of scars on their body. Other people have scars on their heart. And some people have scars in their head. We all have our own wounds and things like that. And, finding people who can help you is really important to get through things. And finding people who went through the same thing you're going through, went through, is important too. Particularly in these days, in these stressful days, is, recognize your wounds. Ask for help. Reach out to people who have the same wounds you do, same experiences you do. And you might end up having some lifelong friends because you have people that know what you're going through, have been where you've been, and we're all there. No one gets out of life without wounds. It's impossible. So no matter your station in life, we all have wounds, and how we deal with it is what makes our life. And that's what it comes down to. Yes, we have the wounds. How are we going to deal with it? How are we going to accept it and move on and go on with our life? And that's how you create yourself, is the wounds hit you, but you keep on going the best you can and keep going and find friends and find people who can help you, who are in similar situations, because we all have them. Some much more worse than others, but we all have the wounds. And I hate for this to sound like some self-help video, but it's just something that just, I don't know, it's just you're not alone, I guess is what I'm saying. Is we all have struggles we're dealing with and wounds we're dealing with. And again, I'm not justifying. Some people might have like absolutely horrific situations, and I don't want to downplay that as well, but we all have the wounds, some more than others, but we just have to really face them, find help, support, and make our lives and live on with the wounds that we have and the scars that we have. And that's my Swamp Talk for today.